In this video, I will introduce how to use Adobe Spark Video for class projects. First, I'd like to start by showing a class project that was created using Adobe Spark Video.
Butterfly World in Coconut Creek, Florida definitely succeeds in encouraging mindful viewing through the use of multi-sensory media. When you first walk into Butterfly World, before even reaching the pay gate, you are surrounded by a visual feast in the form of a lush garden. The sounds of the birds in the enclosure singing fill your ears. You also hear a relaxing trickle of water from numerous waterfalls and fountains. The fragrance of the numerous flowers, all labeled for which butterfly host they are, surround you. Even the sense of touch is engaged by the literally tens of thousands of butterflies, many of which very willingly land on you. The entry at Butterfly World successfully uses multi-sensory media to stimulate high expectations and interest in what is to come throughout the exhibit. I give it 5 of 5 stars.
This video was very easily created using Adobe Spark. Let's see how. To use Adobe Spark, you will need to create a free Adobe login. Once you've done that, you will go to spark.adobe.com and you'll be presented with this screen. To make a new project, you click on the plus, or if you see this screen, to create a new video project, you click on the video plus. In either case, you are taken to this screen. Here, you enter a title for your story. And then you click Next. Next, you're asked to pick a template. You can read the descriptions of the templates to decide which one to pick. I picked Tell What Happened. Once you've chosen a template, you are taken to this screen. You can use the built-in slides, or if you prefer, you can click on them and delete them. And use your own. In that way, you'll be able to control the number of slides that you have, and to me it just seems a little easier. Here in the top right, you have 3 options that you can control. The first one is themes. You can choose from a variety of themes that go along with the template that you picked. For the video that you saw, I used the Dayglow theme. Once you pick a theme, if you decide you don't like it, you can always just pick another one on the fly. Next, here in the top right, you can control the music in your video. If you don't want any music in your video at all, you can turn it off. But if you do want a little background music, you can control how high the volume of it is by using this slider, and you can choose the music from this list. For the video that I created, I used Stroll in Central Park. Lastly, here in the top right, you have the layout. You can choose to put your pictures in as full screen and then be able to add something, or you can choose to add one thing, in other words, one photo, one piece of text, one icon. You can add one thing like an icon or a photo and a caption, or you can add 2 things. Those are your layout options for the free version of Adobe Spark. So I'm going to start by putting in my first slide. I'm going to leave the layout one thing, and I'm going to click here on the plus, and it shows me that I can add either a video that I took, a photo, one of the built-in icons, or text. Since I only have photos, I'm going to go ahead and add a photo. When I click on that, it gives me the option to find photos if I don't already have some, or to go to Dropbox or Google Photos to get them from the cloud, or I can upload one from my computer. So I'll upload one from my computer. Once I have the picture on the screen, I can add narration by clicking on the microphone button and holding down on it. As long as I'm holding down on it, I can speak. Butterfly World in Coconut Creek, Florida definitely succeeds in encouraging mindful viewing through the use of multi-sensory media. You can see that as I record, the number of seconds for my narration is timed. Once you get to 10 seconds, it starts telling you to speed it up because it encourages you to keep each narration less than 10 seconds. It won't force you to do that, but the numbers start getting bigger and bigger, and it flashes messages to you to keep it going. If you don't like your narration, or if you mess something up, if you click over here on this little icon where it tells you how many seconds your narration was, you can remove it and start again. Butterfly World in Coconut Creek, Florida definitely succeeds in encouraging mindful viewing through the use of multi-sensory media. When you're satisfied with one slide and you're ready to add another, you go over here and you click plus and put your next slide in. You can choose to put a photo in again. And again, you'd press and hold this to add your narration. And you continue putting in your photos and adding new slides for your photos. Until you have everything added. It may happen that after you add something, you'd like to change the layout so that you can add another picture. As I said, you can always change the layout of a slide on the fly. So if I decide that I want to add a caption to this picture, I can just go to the Layout tab and change the layout on the fly and add text. Lastly, I'll show you how to add icons to your movie. I'll add a slide, and on this slide, instead of adding a photo, I will add an icon. Over here, I search for a description of the icon that I want, and it shows me options. I pick on the one that I want, and since I accidentally left this slide on the thing and caption, I don't really want that, I can go over here and change it back. Or if I decide I like it that way, I can leave it that way and go ahead and add a caption. Once I'm done adding my slides and narration, I can click preview here to watch the movie and make sure that I like it. And if I don't like anything, I can correct it by going back to the slide and either deleting the narration or deleting the picture. If I don't like the order that I've put something in, I can always drag and drop without having to delete and recreate things. Once I have everything the way I want it, I'll go to Share, and it takes me to this screen. I confirm the title, and I'm required to pick a category for my movie. I usually pick education since I'm doing this for a school. I can add a subtitle if I want to. I can decide whether I want my name to show up. And then under More Options, since I added an icon, you see the credit for the creation of that icon right here, and I can add my own personal credits. And I can decide whether I want this video to be searchable on the Adobe Spark website. Honestly, I usually turn that to no. If I just want a copy of the movie, I can stop there and I can download it right here. And the movie will download as an MP4 file to my computer. If I need a link to the movie, I can click right here and create an unlisted link. I'm not going to create a link to this movie because it's not really finished. I'll go back to the one that I actually finished and show you what you get when you share it. When you share your video, you can still download it, but then you also get a shareable link that you can put into a website. You can share to Facebook, to Twitter, you can email the link, and you also get an embed code. So that's how you create an Adobe Spark video.